This is Eddie, Jason, and Chris. EJCShow.com.
Okay, it's Eddie, Jason, and Chris. You can give us a call, 1-888-99-IDOBI. It's 1-888-994-3624. If you want to do that, you can. Go for it. Also at Idobi.com, go over there right now. There is actually a chance for you to win some Apple EarPods or AirPods, whatever the hell they're called. Those wireless thing, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's
Where have
the
you been?
Idobi Everywhere campaign. We want to know where you're listening to Idobi, so you basically take a photo of you listening to Idobi, and then you tweet with the hashtag Idobi Everywhere, and then you're entered to win some Apple AirPods. So get all the details.
They should have named them Airbuds.
They probably should have, right? But I think that's a copyright infringement on the greatest movie of all time. Go to Idobi.com.
Airbuds 2.
Yeah.
Not just movie, series.
Idobi.com has all the details. All right, let's get
Franchise.
Samantha Scarlette on the line here. She is a radio host and a paranormal investigator.
Ooh.
I don't know too much about her, so I know that she wants to be a correspondent on the show, possibly have her own show on Idobi. So we're going to get her on the Skype right now, and she's also going to bring on a guest. Samantha, are you there?
Hey, I'm here.
There you
Let me
are.
know if the mic's too loud.
No, it sounds perfect. Samantha Scarlette, you are a paranormal investigator. You have over 100,000 followers on Twitter.
Oh, wow.
You are even verified on Twitter, which is quite impressive. And you had your own radio show where you talked about paranormal stuff and played rock music. Pretty cool concept. And here you are now on the EJC show, the biggest moment of your entire career.
Oh, for sure. Actually, I do alternative rock music, and the paranormal thing's kind of a hobby. And so I have the radio show previously on Energy Rock Radio. It's just kind of like a fun thing that I did every week, and people seem to enjoy it. So it's always been a passion of mine, the paranormal. It's honestly my number one passion. I like it more than music.
Why are you so fascinated with the paranormal?
Well, I guess it started when I was a kid. I used to watch like this show on the Disney Channel called So Weird. That was like a kid's version of the X-Files. And then I got when I was 11, I started listening like late at night to this radio show called Art Bell, or Coast to Coast, where he talked about all sorts of crazy topics, like anything from conspiracies to exorcisms to ghost hunting to alien abductions, just like everything wacky, crazy, whatever. And it just, I don't know, it's always fascinated me. And a lot of it, I think, also stems I want to find, I'm not really a big believer in God or religion. And for me, it's kind of trying to find a higher power, whether it's aliens or ghosts. If you can prove that an exorcism really happened, then that kind of proves Catholic theology.
Well, you're touching on a lot of topics here. Let's go back to aliens.
Okay.
How many times have you been abducted?
I have been abducted 0. I've seen UFOs. But
You have seen a UFO.
Yeah, I have. I used to live out in Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, and out there, on several occasions, I saw definitely what seemed to be UFOs. The one was like a V-shaped craft.
Did you take any?
Each light blinked out, but
did you take any photos?
No, I did not take photos.
See, this is my problem with people who. I'm not saying you're lying or anything, but with smartphones now, you think that we'd have more evidence of this stuff, right?
These weren't recent. This is we're talking 10 years ago. I think maybe most recently was 2013, but my iPhone back then, it went from how far away it was. You could not have taken a picture of it. But I don't honestly think that anything that I've ever seen came from outer space. I think they were military test crafts because most of them happen to just disappear right over where there's a military base. And Phoenix, it's kind of similar to how a lot of people, if they go and take a trip to Area 51 and camp out, they'll see something, which clearly that's the government. I think the same thing is with Phoenix. There's a lot of alien UFO sightings in the Phoenix and the surrounding area, and it's definitely military.
We're touching on. There's just so much to talk about with you here. We're talking about a lot of different topics here, and I thought it'd be cool to have you on as kind of a correspondent, especially this time of year, because it's October. People are more open to the spooky and paranormal.
You guys are making asses out of all three of us.
So
there's 4 of us right now.
You're actually bringing on a guest, and I guess
I am.
I haven't really thought this through all the way as to how this is going to work, but I figured we can all kind of dive in and chat with this guest.
Okay.
They're called. This guest is called Tamar, right? And
Yes,
and
Tamar.
is it a male or female? Like I have no information.
No, Tamar is a girl. She's very pretty, and she lives in Hollywood, California. She's a reader. She's done readings for like famous, I don't think I can say who, rock bands. That's how I actually found her. Was a friend of mine who's like somebody pretty major producer in the music industry who's also into paranormal stuff. I was asking him, hey, do you know of a good tarot reader or psychic? And he was like, oh, you have to go to Tamar. And this was like 2 years ago. I totally, Tamar's a great tarot reader. Like I get readings from her.
Really?
She's amazing. And so she's done stuff for rock.
Let's get her on the line here. We'll get on the line right now. We're going to talk to this tarot card.
While we're
reader.
getting her on the line, what was your reading like?
My reading? I've had so many readings, and they're kind of personal, so I'm not going to share them, but she's been very spot on.
Yeah, we don't mind if it's personal.
Oh, but I do.
Oh.
Hi, this is Tamar. Hold on.
Hi, Tamar. You're live on Idobi Radio. It's the Eddie, Jason, and Chris show. We also have Samantha Scarlette with us. How are you?
Hey.
I'm doing.
Oh, go ahead. You're
Can you hear me?
You're breaking up a little bit. What did you say?
Okay, maybe I need to do our speakerphone. Hold on just a second here, though. I was just pulling out my card.
It's okay. This isn't live. Go ahead.
It is live.
Tamar, you are a tarot card reader.
Here,
you live in the
I'm
Los
taking you
Angeles
off speaker.
area.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's
great.
Is that better?
You live in you live in the Los Angeles area. You're a tarot card reader, and from what Samantha was telling us is, you are you're spot on with your readings and pretty interesting stuff. How did you get into tarot card reading?
I discovered the cards maybe about 13 years ago. A friend had a deck in her apartment, and I felt like I could just do it. And then later, a roommate had a couple of different decks, and she got me this deck I still use for Christmas in like '08. And I worked at this really cute spa on Abbot Kinney called Night Spa. It was open late, and I did front desk and stuff. And we offered readings because we weren't your typical spa. And right after I got that deck, I just started doing the readings, even before I knew what I was doing. I've been studied in depth all, the traditional meanings and the history of the cards. And after I'd been doing readings for several years, my mom says, well, I taught you to read. I said, what do you mean? She said, well, when you were 5, I had a deck and I used to give readings to all my friends and I made your arcana. And I was like, okay, well, now it all makes sense. So that's my story.
Okay, interesting. All right, so now you're in it. And Samantha was saying that you've done some readings for some famous rock stars. And
yeah, I've done readings for a variety of people from all walks of life.
It says
I do
here.
a lot of
It
events.
says
Last
here.
year I did like Snapchat and stuff.
Well, it says here you gave a reading to Dave Navarro.
No, she didn't.
No, I haven't read for Dave.
Where did that come from?
But I have read for other
That's what it
celebrities.
says here.
And I've been hired
No, it
to do
doesn't.
events.
What are you talking about?
I found this. I found this on the. I found this on the internet.
Miscommunication.
Oh, that didn't happen. Okay, that's what I just found on this website.
What website?
Well,
Is that a website?
who have you done
That's
readings
crazy.
for?
Well, I was hired by Terrence Malick to be the tarot expert on set for the film Knight of Cups. So I
Cool.
for 2 days with Terrence Malick and Christian Bale. I've also, other celebrities that I don't really want to name have hired me to do their private events. And like last year, to do their Halloween party in the hills. I've also, Hulu's hired me. A lot of corporate clients. And I also do readings over the phone from home. And I've worked at shops like House of Intuition and Mystic Journey bookstore that shops in Venice.
Well, tarot card reading is an interesting thing. So, in case anybody doesn't know, I guess the way it works is you have a deck of cards, and then each card has its own meaning, and you draw from the deck. I don't know exactly how the process works, right? And then you're able to find out things about your subject.
Did you really just explain tarot cards?
For anybody who doesn't know, Chris, we can't assume people knows what it means.
So the cards contain, they contain archetypal images that are designed to trigger intuition. And they're coded with a lot of symbols that relate back to, even ancient Egyptian knowledge, really discovered in the 1400s, in Italy. And there was a game kind of like bridge called Tarocchi. And it was like the 4 suits of playing cards, but they added a 5th suit called the trumps. And those became the major arcana. And then the lower suits are very similar. I can even read playing cards, actually. But they're very similar to the 4 suits of the playing cards, but they added some extra, characters in there, some extra.
Okay.
They changed it a little bit. So, court cards. But So in the early 1900s, Arthur Edward Waite was an occultist, and Paula Coleman Smith to paint the images for what's become one of those popular decks in the world, which is the Rider-Waite deck.
Okay.
And he added, what he did was he was the first one who really added symbolism to the lower arcana.
If anybody wants to get, sorry, we're kind of short on time. So if anybody wants to really dive into the history of that, I suggest that they Google it.
Yeah, they trigger intuition. And they just
we're running short on time here. Why don't we do a I
had a quick question.
Quickly, we have so much time here.
Go for it.
Just relax.
Sorry,
Go ahead. Are you a literalist with these readings, or are you more metaphorical and Jungian with your interpretations?
Yeah, Jung was fascinated with these cards. I mix everything up in there. I'm also clairvoyant. I use the cards as a map. I have my clients think of their first question and not say it out loud, and then I use the cards to go into that question. I ask what the question was afterwards, and then from there we go forward. But
you're clairvoyant, so as a clairvoyant, you're able to see the future. Is that what clairvoyancy is, right?
No, clairvoyant just means clear seeing. Okay, and so it means that if you do get any kind of like psychic messages, they come in the form of pictures. I'm also clairaudient. Sometimes words and information pop into my head. It comes in my own voice while I'm doing the readings. So these archetypal images and universal symbols trigger my intuition. They become part of me because I use them almost every day for 10 years.
Okay.
Or 9 years.
And can we do a quick reading? Do we have time? Samantha, do you have anything you wanted to bring up real quick? Let's go to Samantha.
Do you want a reading?
No, I really have nothing to contribute on this, other than let's get some readings done on that.
All right, can we do
sorry, I just got blindsided.
If people want to call in, I can do them live. Any way you want to do it, but, I'm happy to.
Well, let's do it.
Move along.
Our listeners are mostly interested in us since this is our show.
Let's get a reading on one of you guys.
Great.
Let's test Tamar's strength and see how she can read for you guys. Let's see her predict your future.
I want to do this. Let's get it.
Nothing to be afraid of. I give very
it.
positive readings, by the way. Okay?
And we want you to get very personal here. And here's Chris. He wanted like a reading. Do you need like
Okay. Hi, Chris. Nothing. I'll just take it over from here. Hi, Chris. I'm Tamar. So what I want you to do is just think about your question in your mind. I'm going to shuffle the cards. I'm actually going to have to put the phone down for a second while I do that. So think of your question in your mind. I'm going to shuffle the cards and deal the spread. And then I'm going to interpret the cards pretty quickly, and then we'll go from there. Okay? Think of your question. Don't say it out loud. 1 second.
All right.
Hear me shuffling the cards.
Shuffling the cards. Chris is getting his tarot card reading.
Shuffle.
Yeah, because I couldn't put it on speaker.
You have
She's
a question?
reading your future.
Feel the spread now, and it's just going to take one more second. Laying out the cards.
And you have the question in your head, Chris?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And he can't say it out loud.
So, I'm back.
Okay.
All right. So, right at the heart of this question, we have more money cards in here than we do romance, but we also have a little bit of relationship stuff. But it could be a partnership in terms of money. In the center, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Ace of Pentacles is usually like new job, new money. It's crossed by the Five of Cups, and that is mourning what has not gone well so far, letting go of the past, the spilled cups, and focusing on what you have. So these two cards together look like you started a project financially. Maybe it hasn't been as successful as you like, or maybe you got some news about it that you weren't happy with. But you have the Magician in the current position, which is that you have the power to influence the outcome through your thinking and through other means. The Magician makes things happen. Your thinking influences the outcome. Whatever that you started that hasn't gone yet still can. It's going to take a little while. It's just maybe it's financial investors that haven't put up the money that you expected, or something hasn't given you a return. But it ends with the Wheel of Fortune, which is a new cycle beginning and then karmic wheel turning. So things will get better. The Two of Pentacles is here. It's like not having as much money as you want, but making it work, maintaining your sense of balance when there's chaos around you. And the Two of Cups is reversed. Maybe, I don't know if any of this is relatable to you. Did you start a new project, a financial project with somebody that's had a few disappointments or obstacles in the beginning?
I've been looking to jumpstart my career, and I've also recently had a promotion, and I've had some, money difficulties lately.
Good stuff. But difficulties as well?
Yeah.
Did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, he didn't say that.
Money difficulties, yeah. Money troubles.
So because it looks like things just turned around. Because it was like a struggle. Things weren't going as you wanted them to. But the Wheel of Fortune is a good sign.
All right.
Like a new cycle beginning. And the Magician is like,
Well, that's sorry. We have to keep this moving here. We're short on time.
Hey, let her finish my reading.
Any last questions? We have to get some other readings in here too, or we don't have.
Do you want to
we have so much to get
For
to.
sure.
Were there
Do
any?
you want to ask anything else? Was that relevant to your question?
What was your question?
It was relevant. I was considering like the future with my fiance, but I feel like the money issue is relevant. You know, that's been our main concern
Because
lately.
it's almost what's causing you to hesitate.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of because that you have the Two of Cups reversed in the environment, which shows that's a marriage card and an engagement card, but it's reversed right now.
Weird. He is
and
engaged.
so it does show that things change.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's good. That's a very good
Things change.
reading.
It gets better.
I like it.
The
What-
timing on this, you have the number 2 repeating. I'm almost done here. Hold on.
No, you're good.
2 months, things really open up for you.
Oh,
2 months
wonderful.
at the beginning of the year, Chris. You're going to
good.
start anew.
That sounds good. I like it.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay.
Very insightful.
Very cool. Very cool
Okay.
stuff. I feel like that was spot on for you, Chris.
Yeah,
Jason,
I do
are
too.
you ready?
I don't want to participate.
Are you,
What?
he's too
Oh my
spooked out.
God.
You're
I'm
afraid.
spooked out.
He's being way too.
Aw, you
spooked
guys,
out.
it's not scary. I'm not going to give
Are you
anybody bad news.
afraid?
I'm afraid.
Okay, I'll go then.
No worries.
You are
Fine.
so disappointing,
Okay.
Jason.
I am scared.
All right, Jason's out.
Let's get Eddie a
Don't
reading.
be afraid. They're just paper. Don't
So-
be afraid of some paper.
You ever have
No,
a
there's
paper
nothing to be
cut?
afraid
Don't be
of.
afraid of words that I might say.
You ever
No.
have a paper cut? Those things
Okay.
hurt.
Okay, so should I have a question in my head, or
Were you not paying attention to anything that happened when I was
No,
getting my reading?
he was
You
moving
can
through his
you can do a
notes.
general if you like, or you can have a question.
I'd like a
I should've pulled that
see.
together.
I'm asking questions. I'd like a general, please.
Okay, you got it. I already shuffled for you because we're moving along.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, we've got a woman that you're really into,
A what?
the Empress. Do you have a child?
woman.
Do you have a child or any kids?
I fucking hope not.
New baby? Nope. Okay. Well, the sun also means it doesn't have to mean children.
Not that he knows
The sun
of.
also means bright, shiny, happy, positive. So it's also just a really positive card. In the center, we have the Queen of Wands crossed by the Empress. So generally representing a woman that you'd be very attracted to. The Empress is like the goddess Venus. We have the Knight of Wands, which also would speak of your attraction to this woman of fire and Eros with the wands. The Six of Swords reversed in the higher good. It would say maybe you had some obstacles in the beginning, but that's all behind you. You guys are kind of in for smooth sailing. The Hangman reversed, it's like when that's upright, you have to sacrifice or surrender. But like when that's reversed, you've already done that, and now you're more things are you're standing on one foot now. So instead of you're more empowered. How's your living situation? It's like pretty good, but not perfect.
Living situation? Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, because you have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, happy, reverse, which isn't the opposite. It just means like, oh, things are great, but not perfect in your environment.
Yeah.
You have some stress and worry in your hopes and fears position with the Nine of Swords. It might be money related as well, with this, which, I mean, who doesn't? But like the Seven of Pentacles reversed is the final outcome. So if things have been slow for you, work-wise, things are going to pick up with that reversal.
Okay.
Well,
Cool.
the timing for you is you have the number 9 repeating and also the number, let's see, it looks like just that, 3 repeating as well with this 12 reducing to 3. Hold on 1 second for the timing.
Sure. Carry the 2.
It's the numbers are between 3 and 9 weeks for you. So that's what I'm getting.
In 3 and 9 weeks, in
then
relation to the
3 to 9
career
weeks,
and money.
We see we see things opening up for you financially, and with this, we see things moving forward in your relationship. Are you already married?
No. I am
Seems to
not
be right now.
married. I'm not married. I do not
You're
have
going
kids.
to be married soon.
There's
Oh my
somebody
God.
in the
3
picture for you
weeks.
romantically that's really at the center of all this. She could be a fire sign with the Queen of Wands.
I hadn't even asked Samantha yet. I mean, I was waiting until this is over.
Oh yes.
I wouldn't
Let's
blame
get
you
engaged
one bit.
now.
Samantha
Halloween
is
wedding,
amazing.
for sure.
All right. Well,
So was any of that relevant to you?
I mean, yeah, I guess some of it was relevant. I don't have kids, not planning to have.
No kid. Well, the thing is, the sun card
Oh.
is here, so that's why I asked. So sometimes this does mean a child wanting to come into the picture, but it also means just a very positive
Well,
card.
that child's not going to get through the
The sun
condoms.
shining.
He's not aware that we've
I
like
wouldn't worry about
telepathically
it. I
conceived
wouldn't
a
worry
baby,
about it,
and it's
but,
going to be born on Halloween, and it's
There's
going to be like
There's
Rosemary's
definitely
baby.
a woman here at the center.
Yes.
Okay, and there's I
All
pulled the
right.
lover's card. So if you're not seeing somebody, you will be soon.
Well, I am seeing somebody, and it actually, I think you're wrong with a couple things there. It's interesting.
You
Very
scared-
interesting stuff.
You're in denial that you're going to have a baby.
Yeah, it
Oh my
scared the
God.
shit
Oh,
out of
man.
him with
I'd
that
like to-
baby
scared.
talk.
I'd
Yeah,
like-
the Empress is actually also a fertility card. So if you're not ready, you should probably be careful.
No, this girl is
might-
very fertile, I would say.
Yeah,
but
she's
she,
not pregnant right now.
I mean, there are several methods that would have to fail. So,
I'd like to just
Well, good.
interject,
Including
and
an abortion.
Like nothing with the tarot is set in stone.
If it's
Anything,
fate, it's fate.
with the future is subject to change.
Right. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
well,
but what the heart of this is about your relationship. It's solid. You guys have overcome obstacles. You have a really strong connection, but you're stressed out about money like everybody.
oh yeah, money
Anyway,
sucks,
okay.
right? Well, yeah. Thank you. That was very fascinating. That we appreciate that. That was very fun. Samantha, thank you too for coming on the show. It's nice to have
Thank
you
you for
on.
having me.
Thank you,
Very
ladies.
cool. I can't
that
wait
was a lot
to.
of fun.
Yeah, that was really a lot of fun. And Samantha, I can't wait to see who you bring on the show next. This has been a
Yeah,
really fun
definitely.
segment.
We're gonna have some like crazy in-depth topics and get spookier and scary and have some fun.
And how can people find out more about you, Samantha? It's
About
Twitter.
me and what I do.
Yeah.
You Google me, Samantha Scarlette, Samantha. Scarlett is spelled Scarlette. I'm Sammy Scarlett on Twitter. Samantha Scarlett Music Instagram. You can find me easy on Facebook. I don't know. Get involved, get in touch, whatever.
And Tamar, you're linked up on all of Samantha's social media, but is there anything that you want to plug?
Also, if anybody, I do phone readings. If anybody wants to book, it's really easy. It's tarotbytamar@gmail.com. And also, I can be Googled with just Tamar, Tamar, and the word tarot, and all of my Yelp reviews and everything comes up.
And it even says here that you did a reading for Oprah.
Where are you getting this information? This is hilarious.
Oh. Wikipedia is not
Can
accurate.
you please send a link
apparently.
to that to Sammy? Oh my God.
I should stay
I'm
up.
pretty sure she's never done Oprah. I
love
know
it.
she's definitely never done Dave Navarro. She's done rock
I would
stars,
love to
but
read
she's
from
not done
Oprah.
that.
Oprah, call me if you're listening.
Well,
Send me an email.
Well, she's a big
I'll do your
Oprah.
event.
Oprah really is a big fan of the show.
She wants Oprah. Oprah, if you're out there tomorrow, wants to do a reading for you, Galen Stedman.
Of course, Oprah's out there. She listens every week. All right. Well,
She
thank.
totally
Or
does.
just, do her Christmas party because everybody loves a reading at a party. I keep them, of course, very positive, and it's really
Free tarot readings for
Thanks so much, you guys.
everyone.
You get a tarot reading. All right. Well, thank you very
You get
much.
a
fun. Tarot reading for you? Okay. Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you both of you. Thanks, ladies. That was fun. And Samantha, we will talk to you next week.
Okay, awesome. Talk to you next week.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
I have to hang up two. There we go. All right. That was fun.
That was so hilarious.